Greetings from Bright. I'm at my weekend away with Bicycle Network, the training camp for Peaks Challenge. Just arrived. How was the drive? The drive was easy peasy. Went through a lot of rain showers. At times were heavy. Most of the time it was just steady. It's not raining at the moment here in Bright, but they're forecasting heavy rain this afternoon. I'm super nervous. It's 11 a.m. this morning on Friday, and I have an hour to go until our first ride up Mount Buffalo. So I'm prepared with my wet weather gear. I just have to get mentally prepared for this because I'm quite nervous how this is gonna be. Eating breakfast this morning was a bit tough. It's not that I wasn't hungry, I was, but just my nerves are blocking my tummy. So, yeah, let's see how we go. It's only 70 kilometers today, which I can do. I know I have the confidence to do, but can I climb 1,700 meters in that and safely descend in wet weather condition? Who knows? Just met my bunkmate, and she discovered and informed me that this afternoon's 70-kilometer ride has been canceled. I feel a bit of sense of relief upon the advisory of the SES group. I don't remember what SES stands for. Anyway, it's like government workers who monitor the roads. So they have advised us that Mount Buffalo, with the weather conditions, is just unsafe. Although I am disappointed I won't get a ride in today, but that's okay. But I do feel a bit better, I have to admit. So instead, this afternoon we're going to do workshops. So here to learn. I'm going to soak everything up, and yeah, it'll be good. It's the end of the first day of the Peaks Challenge training camp. We did not do our ride to Mount Buffalo, and I'm kind of glad that we didn't, because it ended up just bucketing down with rain, and there was a thunderstorm with lightning, and yeah, that happened this afternoon, and I think a lot of us looked at each other and went, yeah, it was a wise decision, we didn't go. So instead we had some really good workshops where we talked about what to expect on the day of, or the weekend of the event, and we got some tips about that, about how to figure out what wave, so your timing of the event, should you go in a fast wave, or should you go in a little bit slower wave, to pace yourself. I'm quite satisfied if I could just finish it in 13 hours, so I'm going to go in the last wave. And I'd love to surprise myself. If I can do it a little bit faster, great, but I'm going to start out conservatively and do the slowest wave. See how I go. So tomorrow will be 120 kilometers to Tawonga Gap and Mount Beauty, and then up Falls Creek and back. It's going to be not as rainy as today, but still rainy, and I just want to focus on, we're going to work on some descending skills and stuff around particular corners on the route. Yeah. And then after the ride, there's more workshops. So tomorrow we're going to talk about nutrition and technical things on the bike, how to prepare your bike and stuff. So I'm looking forward to those kind of workshops. I'm not as scared as I was this morning. I'm just gonna show up, do the work, do the best I can, see what happens. Yeah, I'll see you in the morning. Okay, I finished today's ride, 120 kilometers out to Falls Creek from Bright. And it took me about just under 6.5 hours according to my watch, but that, you know, every time I stop I just hit my watch off. So yeah, it actually took me just over 7 in total, like consistent. So we left this morning about 6:15 in the morning, somewhere around there. And I returned about 1:30, so just over 7 hours. This one was really challenging mentally, and it's those group rides. This is why I don't do group rides, because I just get into my head if I can't keep up. And that's something that's on me. I need to work on that, like not doing that to myself. I'm beating myself up that I'm not good. The voice in my head starts saying, you're not good. You can't keep up. You're so slow. Why are you doing this? You're terrible. And I'm not terrible. Like, I'm just not a fast cyclist. I'm not a strong cyclist. I'm just trudging along the best that I can. But that being said, so where I excelled on the descents. I'm really strong on the descents, at least today's descents. I enjoyed every moment of those descents. I focused, the last descent from Tawonga's Gap, there was a moment where I slid a little bit on my tire, but I didn't fall off. And there was another moment when I took it a bit too wide and I almost went off the road into the grass, not off a cliff, so that was good. So yeah, it was just a nice, gentle reminder from the universe of like, slow down, don't get your ego too inflated. You're doing great on the descents, but just keep it in check. I struggled on the climbs. I knew that was going to happen. I don't know what to do to improve that. I'm going the best that I can, but I think that's what I'll be like on one of the ride leaders tonight over dinner and just try to get some tips. What I enjoyed about the ride this morning was gorgeous. We had perfect weather all day today. It was supposed to rain at some point, and we just lucked out. It wasn't rainy all day. It was like perfect temperature. The sun has now come out, and my favorite moment was this morning. Again, we left at 6:15 in the morning, so we saw the sunrise. But in the valleys, especially in Bright, we like cycled right out of Bright, and in the valleys was this gorgeous mist on the left side of me. Oh, it was stunning to like see. It was just like, oh. And then my other favorite view was coming back from Falls Creek. I'm climbing up to Tawonga Gap, and I didn't notice that there was this lookout point called Sullivan's Lookout Point. And as I'm cycling up to it, it's this just gap between some forest trees, and it's a little cliffside, like where cars can park, so it's like deep enough you can stand over there. But you just see these mountains in the distance, and I was like, this is why I ride up mountains, to see views like this. And it was just pretty. And that was a moment that I really needed, a pretty moment, because that climb up to Tawonga, man, I was cursing it out. I was just tired at that point. I told you, today was very mentally challenging. I lost it a couple of times. My anxiety was really bad at the start because I just saw the pelotons like take off in distance, and I was just like, now they're 200 meters ahead of me, now they're 500 meters ahead of me, I don't even see them anymore. They're probably 1 to 2 Ks in front of me, and there's no way I can catch up. Yeah, so I need to work on that. I need to work on my mental stability about this, because it's not about anybody else. This is my ride, my journey. I'm going to do the best that I can, and I've got the skills. I don't have the strong ability in the climb, but I've got the strong ability in the descent where I can catch up. So I just need to figure out what that strategy is for me and meditate on that and focus, visualize it for the event. 4 weeks left to go to do all that. So we'll see. Tomorrow's Hotham. That's 108 kilometers from Bright out to Mount Hotham and back. I've done Mount Hotham before, like I've said, so I'm hoping to make it all the way to the top tomorrow. I'm a bit nervous because I know what to expect, but I'm in a completely different physique than I was when I first did Mount Hotham. Hopefully I can do it. You know what? Even if I have to push the bike up, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it, even if I have to get off my bike and push. Yeah, we'll see. Okay. So the thing I haven't done yet was debrief you on the weekend that happened with the training camp. Anyway, the weekend was a really good weekend. It was tough. I need to work on my mental toughness. And yeah, I just learned so much that's invaluable. So I don't know how I'm gonna do on the day of. I think I'm gonna do a lot better than I have it in my head. I just need to believe in myself a little more. It's gonna be tough. I'm gonna be in pain, but I just need to accept that and do the best I can. So it's 3 weeks from this Sunday is Peaks Challenge. There's not much more I can do to get my skills and abilities increased. So now it's just about maintenance and recovery. That's what I'm gonna focus on. I've got 2 more long rides to do. So this weekend's actually just a 6-hour ride. Long, I get it. But next weekend is my longest ride. It'll be 8 hours and I'll probably do about 150 plus. Anyway, so I'm just gonna do the best I can. Enjoy the rides. I have to remember to enjoy the rides. And I'm working on my nutrition. So I've already started meal prepping things. I made myself banana bread, homemade banana bread. I'm gonna make granola bars. I've got protein balls in the freezer. And they gave some great tips on how to prep your food, put it in Ziplocs, cut it into bite-sized pieces. I really like that. And stuff your pockets full of food in your jersey, rotate them. So yeah, a strategy is like put all your food in your left side back jersey pocket, and then all of your trash goes in your right side jersey pocket, the back side. So I like that thing. There's lots of good tips they gave that I'm just gonna take everything very seriously and try it all, do it all. I have a good shot at, well, I'm definitely gonna do the event, but I have a good shot of actually finishing. I think if I finish, it might just be just past the 13 hours, but I think they'll let me finish if I do 13 and a half. I won't get the jersey to say that I've finished the challenge in 13 hours, but they'll let me finish it. They'll let me cross the finish line. The only person that matters to be there at the finish line is my partner, who's gonna be cheering me on, and I'm gonna cheer myself on, so. All right, that's all. Thanks.